There we go. Going live. How's it going, Warlords? DarkBriton is back with another manga chapter with some amazing lads. We have Cool Kid and we have Sagreen. How's it going, gentlemen?
Heyo.
Good start, good start. We are going to have Cool Kid actually start us off with this live reaction because we have a One Piece 1049. Unfortunately, I may have spoiled myself on what's going to happen after for the next week, but I'll freak out still about that, depending on how good this chapter is. So with that being said, it is. Oh, ooh. Some people are scanners and they read ahead. So thankfully, Cool Kid's going to start us with the first 5 pages, so he can't troll us at the very end. Okay, but I think that is going to be a more equitable approach.
Of course. But, of course, as always, we must start with the cover page for chapter 1049.
Oh!
The World That Should Be. And we're continuing Germa 66, Emotionless Excursion, Volume 11. Why the book in the lab is burning up, freezing the brothers. Not freezing, freeing the brothers.
So the book just caught on fire?
Yeah, it looks like it caught on fire.
I mean, what is it? Neji can do fire, right? He has firepower stuff?
No. None of
them
can do fire.
No, there is one of them that can do fire. But not the one. God, I always forget the name.
Ichigo. Ichiji.
Ichigo?
I really just said Ichigo.
Is it fire?
Yeah, I think Ichi can do fire, but I think right there it's just Niji and Yonji. They don't have fire ability, so I mean I presume, I don't know, Ichi came in to burn up the book, but that's what I can guess.
And it's a good presumption, to be completely honest.
Yeah, I think in last chapter's cover page, let me check it here, but I think they said Reiju and someone broke in. Yeah,
or they were on Cacao. They're on Cacao Island.
Brule was telling.
Well, they're
Oven.
Yeah, they were on Cacao Island. Yeah, so I guess it would make sense them freeing them.
Yeah, but all right. So looks like things are about to kick off. But with that being said, you have 4 more pages, my friend.
Of course, let's get into the actual chapter itself. So, onto page 2, we continue with the clash between Luffy and Kaido.
Oh boy.
Kaido's like, well done, you fought hard to reach this point, but you cannot change this world. You want me to move on to the next page?
Well, let's do a quick breakdown because it looks like Kaido's actually biting his fists now?
Wait a minute. Yeah, it looks like it, yeah.
So that's...
I didn't even realize.
Oh.
Yeah, because Luffy initially was using Conquerors as an armament as a blockage between his fist and the mouth. And it looks like literally, here's the mouth, here comes the fist! And it's just like barely in it. So Luffy, I don't think Luffy's fist is about to catch on fire yet, but he's like bonk, 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 bonk kind of thing. It's very, very interesting. It looks like his jaw just unhinged to go around it.
Yeah,
go ahead.
It looks like that.
Did you finish those last pieces of words? Kaido just looks terrifying.
Yeah, I finished the last, piece of the words. You cannot change the world.
Okay, yeah. That's all I have as far as the panel by panel. That was,
okay.
Those are very interesting.
Well, it was something at least. I'll move on to the next.
God.
Oh, you got something to say, Sagreen?
Go ahead.
Oh my God! Oh! Yes!
Oh my God!
Yes!
Yeah.
Yes! Oh! Yes!
Yeah, you got it.
Yes! Yes! And I will take those 3 thumbnails. Thank you very much.
I'm going to stop you for a minute. That wasn't the bet. The bet was that Kaido would be defeated before the end of Act 3. So if Act 3 ends before he was defeated, then you would have won the bet.
Okay. Oh my god. Keep going.
Yeah, I'm continuing. So yeah, we go on to page 3.
He did it. Kaido.
He's only a 10-year-old, and Kaido's already the ultimate soldier. And I presume this is Kaido's saying.
So this is 4 years.
Want more combat.
This is 4 years before he meets Big. Did he meet Big Mom at 14 or 15?
Right.
I don't remember.
15, I think.
He said 15. Okay, so we have 5 years before he.
Should be 15.
This is 5 years before he meets Big Mom. Then. Oh my god. And he's 10.
I think so, maybe. But yeah, continuing on. 46 years ago at Vodka Kingdom, our country can't stop the war going on. We have to win and loot the enemy to pay the heavily tribute. Otherwise, the world will take our human rights.
Oh wow.
Kaido's like, why even bother obeying the celestial dragons anyway? And I guess his king's like, knock it off, Kaido. Anyway, I'm enlisting you to join the Navy. Because our country doesn't know what to do with you. And Kaido literally is like wrapped around in chains like, why should I even be the government's lapdog anyway?
Also, he's that big at 10 years old.
Damn. Yeah.
I thought that was like another ogre. I literally thought that was another ogre. That's him. That's being chained and confined by all those soldiers. At 10.
Yeah. Damn, he is big. In exchange for the custody of Kaido.
I like the parallel of both Odin and Kaido. The parallel between them, that they were both rebels. Like right the moment they were born, they were rebels.
That is a very good point.
That is true.
They both are two similar sides to the same coin. That is very, very true. That is very, very true.
Yeah, that is very similar. Yeah. So, let me go back to it. Okay. In exchange for the custody of Kaido, this country will cede the right to attend the next reverie. And Kaido's like, don't use me as some political pawn. Oh, God. Yeah, you want me to move on to the next page?
Let's do a quick panel by panel.
Yeah.
So this could be... Wait.
Before we start that, before we start that, let's start counting how many times he's been captured. This should be number 1, I think.
Yeah, sure. That could be the first one. So, the first part of this says he's 10. So 1 second, let me look up Kaido's age because we also have 46 years ago. Because let's see here, Kaido.
Right now you should be around 54 or 56.
He's 59.
Yeah, 59.
So he's 59. So if Kaido's 59 and it's 1 second, and it's 46 years ago, so he was 13. Right now, at the beginning of the flashback, he's 13. So the preface, so he's 13 at this age, at this height. Okay. He's not 10, but still it's terrifying. But this is 13-year-old Kaido that's screaming, don't use me as a political pawn. So that's where we're at. So Kaido right now, 46 years ago, 13 years old. Okay. Is there anything else? Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Sagreen. I just wanted to get that trail of thought, taken care of.
Okay.
Yeah. I just wanted to see, Big Mom is 63, right? Or 60? How old is Big Mom? Around 63, right?
She is 9 years older than Kaido, so if he's 59, she's 68.
Yeah.
Okay, 68. And she met him when
she met him when he was 15. So he's about to spend 2 years. So it looks like he's about to spend 2 years with the Navy. Because this is 46 years ago when he's 13. He's going to meet Big Mom in 2 years when he's 15. At 44 years ago. Which would put Big Mom at 24. And even better, Shaki at 22.
Oh, yeah, I hope we see Stocky soon.
That means we haven't yet. Damn it. Thanks, cool kid.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
Anyway, okay. I think that's a good panel by panel. Go ahead and take care of the next 2 pages, and then we will move on to Segrain.
Okay, yeah, moving on to page 4. Kaido has escaped. And, we see a wanted picture of Kaido, and
70 mil.
The next panel is, we captured Kaido, but
two.
he escaped again. He gets caught whenever he's hungry, apparently. This is a prison ship, not a cafeteria. Okay, that's pretty funny.
This is a prison. And now we're 44 years ago, so he was getting captured and not for the last 2 years. From 13 to 15, he's literally only getting captured because he's hungry.
Yeah, it's like,
that's a
I need
flex.
Some more food. Let me just get captured again. So yeah, we go to 44 years ago on Pirate Island. And yeah, it looks like he's just beat up some random pirates. And they're like, he's so strong! Who the hell is this guy? He's only 15! And then we got a young Whitebeard being like, hey, Snot Kid, you want me to be a pirate? Rox wants to meet with you. What you say? And then it's just, Kaido joins the Rox crew. Now they're unstoppable.
Look at 15-year-old Kaido. Like, just a baby, dude.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It wasn't, so it wasn't Big Mom that got him into the Rox crew.
It wasn't actually. Yeah, he met Whitebeard first. He probably met, so it probably met like Big Mom when he got there.
Big Mom.
They just became closer,
Well,
but
Big Mom was the one that got. Yeah, maybe she got more interested in him than the others.
Yeah, I can see that.
Guys.
What?
Look at the last panel.
That's it.
What is that? What is that on his head?
Yeah, I was going to say.
Are people losing their minds over that? In the community?
I haven't really seen what people were saying. So yeah, I haven't really seen what people really are saying about this chapter, but I presume it's really crazy. Okay.
Yeah, sorry. Go ahead and read it, cause I.
Oh yeah. Let me finish this. Big trouble, Kaido. Come with me. We're going to God Valley.
So God Valley was 42 years ago.
I wish I can like pull out this stuff, but I don't really remember stuff time-wise.
38.
So.
God Valley incident took place.
3 years.
God Valley incident took place on an island known as God Valley 38 years before present time. So we're still.
Yeah.
So Kaido's 15 at 44 years ago. We still have 6 years to go. So he'll be 21 when he gets the Uo no Mi. It looks like.
Okay.
Because he gave Big Mom, and if we were to understand what Big Mom said during that crazy chapter, she said she gave it to him so he could escape. They're now going to God Valley. I don't think he has the devil fruit yet.
Yeah, I would presume he didn't get it until, towards the end of the Battle of God Valley.
But again, the Battle of God Valley says it's 38 years ago from present time. This still has 6 years to go. So now, what are we about to learn about God Valley between those 6 years?
Well, I'll just tell you what I think about this chapter is, this chapter will say direct points, but like overall, it just jumps around a bunch throughout time. So I'm sure that final panel is probably just before God Valley.
Okay, let's not say anything like that again. Okay, let's keep moving. Because that was a little bit of a spoiler.
Sorry about that. I didn't mean to.
You're good. But you have one more page.
Okay. Yeah. So, on to the next page. We got some random people being like, what? The Rox Pirates are no more? What kind of joke is this? With all the monsters you got? Apparently it was a sailor named Gark who did it. Nah, they could've just stand each other. No teamwork in that group. And And we got a young big mom, like, where did you go, Kaido? You big rat. And then we got, oh, wait, I forgot her name. What was her name?
Let's just call her Old Hag.
Yeah, I'll just call her Old Hag for right now. Yeah, Old Hag's like, in 10 years since that incident, you become the embodiment of my Kaido. Kill. Throughout human history, Sheer might have solved all problems. Of course it has. Human are animals. Survival of the fittest is the law of nature. Then Kaido's like, you're damn right about that. And the other remnants of rock will make a name for themselves, I'm sure. Weapons are speak the loudest in the world that we live. And I've got a deal that you want to hear about. Kill.
Okay, so this is now 28 years from the incident of God Valley. So this is, let's see here. 28 years from now, Kaido is 60. How old did I say Kaido was? 59? So he's 31 now.
Yeah, 59.
So he's in this, Kaido is 31.
Yeah.
And he has, so if Kaido's 31, we are still 28 years from the current timeline. He is just now 28 years from the current timeline. Odin died 20 years ago. Meaning that this is when Odin was still in, so she's bringing him this idea before Orochi has even made moves. So Odin died.
I think before she even met Orochi.
Yeah, so this is what I'm saying. Like she's saying all of this before she even. That's the thing. She could be saying all of this before she even met Orochi, or one or the other. So this is her saying this to Kaido, and then, but that wouldn't make any sense if Orochi doesn't have weapons already, and he hasn't already started working towards that goal. Does that make sense? So she would have already had to talk to Orochi, then go out to try to recruit, and then bring Kaido back. And again, Odin died 20 years ago for them, so we have 8 years in that span of her to be able to tell Kaido this. In that time, how old was Odin when he died?
He was, oh my god. I wish I just knew, like, the ages of all the
He was 39. He was 39, died 20 years ago. He was 31. So Odin was with Rod. This is right before, I want to say he left with the Rocks, with Whitebeard. Old was Odin when he left Wano. Because it seems like this is right before Odin left. So Odin left. All these things are moving around. So it could have been in the first year or two after he left, is what I'm saying. If it's roughly 8 years, so 4 years he was gone, and then 4 years he was back dancing, or something like that, that would put it specifically at Odin leaves and everything gets set into motion. She probably visits, talks to Orochi, and all of that. No, Orochi was taking money before Odin even left. Meaning that they were probably working together on this before Odin even left Wano. So now we're looking at all of these moving parts happening before Odin even leaves, and them jumping on it after he leaves. That is... wow.
Yeah, that is just crazy.
Thank you to all those who gave me that second to ponder that, because that's... Well, I like the trajectory, and I want to see when I check Tekking's video if I was right. So that'll be fun later.
I only watched Tekken's video.
Yeah. But with that being said, Cool Kid, you have done your parts. It is
done
time
that
for
part.
it's time for
Playing
Shagreen to
my
go
role.
from 6, and I'll take over at 11.
Alright, going to page 6.
Ah, sorry.
And then
Yeah.
Up.
wait, are we back to one or are we?
I think we are. That's why I said ah.
Yeah, I think we're in Wano.
Okay. And he's addressing his soldiers. We're going to take all these pampered noble-born rulers and drag them off of their ivory thrones down to the battlefield filled with us. That's what I call equality and freedom.
I mean, he's right.
In his own way. A world where only war decides a man's throne, a man's worth.
Yeah, I don't agree with that.
That's that. He's right in his own way. I wonder where that kid heard it. Yamato dropped Joy Boy's name. If he's the same as the man you are waiting for, king. Wait, okay. Apparently, audience.
Yeah, I think that was
the country.
That's a weird paneling.
Joy Boy. Yeah. Okay, so he's stuck. Wait, so King usually removes his mask in front of Kaido. Is that what?
I guess.
Can tell us all
I guess.
before he got a mask.
No, he. It looks like he has the mask on when Homegirl runs up, and then he takes it off. Because in the middle panel, when Kaido's sitting down in front of the big flag, and King is sitting there behind him, he has a mask on.
Yeah, there's a mask there.
So it looks like he just took it off.
So, okay, let's move on. If it's the same as the man you're waiting for, King, then I think I know who Joy Boy is. Who is he? And then we're back again.
I don't have any discussions. Do you guys? Because I'm ready to go on to the next. We can move on.
Probably shouldn't say anything more.
The present time.
Oh.
We're back to the present, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're back to present.
Okay. Moving on to the next page. Nothing really to discuss here. And we got a CP0 member running away.
Oh, I hate these guys.
Yeah.
I'm loving it. My dude is just flying away from Wano. Luffy will win. I know he will. Okay, is Momonosuke? Is it Momonosuke shouting or Yamato?
That's Yamato's. No, that's Yamato screaming. Luffy will win. I know he will. Do it, Momonosuke. Because there she is screaming there. Now I'm getting goosebumps.
Yeah. Ooh. Do it, Momonosuke. Come forth, playing clouds. Do as I command. And always just keeping all over the place today. And we're back to the flower capital. They are all celebrating and raising the lamps under the dome performance floor again. Okay. Whoa. And we've got Kid holding his head. Looks like they're on the move again. What's that sound? Oh. What's that sound? Save everyone. Water of Zoo.
Oh, so it's still going on.
And
The water's still crashing through everywhere.
This seems like a double spread, right?
We're about to get there, so keep going.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we've got Brooke. Robbie. Blah. He's choking.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, there's
even Doppo is choking. And the other Minks that choking. And we have
Apu.
remind me of his name again.
Apu in number 3.
Apu being washed away. he's being washed away, and here we have Law and this crew member.
John Bart.
John Bart?
John Bart.
John Bart. Yeah, I never really cared about his name.
Fair. Very, very fair.
And then it seems like the water is coming out of everywhere. It's just
There we go.
everything.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So now it's just erupting from the bottom. Okay.
And okay, has washed out Usopp, Kinyamon, and Kyuku. And Nami is like water.
And Nigashima is about to look like it's crying.
Oh god.
Yeah, Nigashima is in a mess.
I have no panel by panel breakdown. I have nothing on the breakdowns. We have one more page for you, Sagreen. What do you guys think?
Yeah, let's move on to the next page.
Let's move on.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, and we have okay. Osoni, where is this water coming from? Hold strong, don't get swept away. Oh, Sanji and his girl. And we've got Frankie shouting, hold strong, don't get swept away. And we're back to the treasure repository, second floor. You have been so brave and strong for all these many years, Lady Hiyori. Okay, Orochi
Is dead. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, how about this?
Now it's dead.
Now are we all in agreement? We finally got someone to die. Why are we that happy that someone finally died?
Well,
Huzzah.
I mean, to be fair, it's Orochi. I mean, do you really want him to still be alive?
No.
Yeah. My point
Only
is
reason
that-
I would even say that is so he could see how everything just becomes better after him. But other than that, I could say for a definite no. But yeah, we don't have any chats, but looks like there are about 5 people in the stream. If anyone wants to leave any thoughts, ideas, things you want us to touch on, because we're going into the final 7 pages. What were you saying, Serene?
Normally, if a character dies, you will see like people crying. But I'm sure if Orochi lives, people are gonna cry more than if he dies.
I think that's a very fair. I think that's a very fair way of putting it. Just because, let's say that Orochi, he's more popular in how we want him to go down. I think that's the best way of putting it.
Yeah.
That's a very fair assessment. But all right, gentlemen, is there any panel by panel for this? Just because there is a lot that just happened, so I want to give everyone the. And before I move on to these next parts.
Nothing really specific. I mean, yeah, nothing really. I got.
Okay. All right. Well, and that's the case. Let's go on to page 11. All right. Top of page 11. Does it feel like the island's falling? And I'm guessing this is Usopp or someone within that.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah. The flame clouds disappeared. We're going down. So yeah, Onigashima is going to fall. So this is it. And Kaido has now bitten on to Luffy's hand. So as I mentioned, nom 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 nom. So now here we go. I really did take away from that moment, didn't I? Nom 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 nom. Onigashima is going to fall. What kind of world can you create, Straw Hat? I will make it. And then you see Luffy in pain because nom. But at this point, Kaido has just given up. I think he's just literally burnt out of his reserves. Like, if the flame clouds are gone, that's it now. Also, the water probably did wash away. Now that we think about, the water probably did like flood away all the flame clouds. To be completely honest, water, flame clouds, like kind of.
I mean,
I would not. Let me put it that way, because now that I think about it, all the water pouring out, yeah, does seem like it took out all the flame clouds.
I mean,
Yes, because
I guess it makes sense because they are still flames.
yeah, because look on page 7 when Homeboy's running away, tap 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 away from all of the flame clouds are completely surrounding. But then once the water hits, flame clouds go away. So literally, that water not only saved them in the meantime, but it also screwed them at the same time. That is amazing.
It even screwed them more, I think.
Yeah. Because that, honestly, that's kind of how it works. Or, yeah, because looking at the two different panels, the water does seem to have put it out in some kind of way.
Yeah.
Interesting. It's probably why we don't see Kaido flying around during rainstorms and things like that. Just an idea.
I guess that's true. Yeah, I can see that.
So going on to page 12. Ready?
Yep.
Hold on to your butts.
Already.
Come forth, flame clouds, and then they looks like they just come out of his chest, or these. Looks like it's like between his hands. It's like, come forth, flame clouds. Rawr. What is it? It's just like a big one. That's it. That's it.
Yeah. Very easy.
Oh, that's and then his face is just like, that's it. Because he just put out a very big one, and now he's wrapped himself in it. Because it looks like turned around, and then he just created like a big waistband, and now he's gonna pull it behind him.
If you look at the next panel, let's go to the next panel.
Wait, which are you talking about, the one down or when over to the left when we're fighting?
No, the one down.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I think, yeah, he just needed it to move Onigashima away.
Yeah, he literally just,
like,
and he's moving it quick too, because we see the lines.
He's already moving it.
Okay. It was very convenient. I don't care. Let's move on with the story. Okay. Going on to 13. So Luffy's telling Kaido what he's going to create. Top of it, I'm going to create a world huff huff, where my friends can eat as much food. Oh, he's catching it to the side of the face. I'm gonna keep moving on because Onigashima has just been moved. Let's go on to page 14. As they want, and he just catches it in the face.
Yeah.
And he starts going down, and then he speeds up. How did no one see any of this in the air?
Oh my god, I don't know. It's not like I've been saying this for like almost every single chapter review, how no one in like the flower capital has seen this shit. I don't know how.
Okay, so Kaido hits the ground,
Any of these
and we see like them coming up.
falling.
You see the lanterns coming up over it, and it's like, I want to see mommy. I don't think this is the end, but okay. It just, we'll see. I'm going onto page 16 in 3, 2, 1, go. King, I think I know who Joy Boy is. He has an imprint in the ground.
Whoa.
Who is he? He's the man who shows up to beat me in the future. In that case, I suppose we'll never see him. Beat the scary dragon. Bring the Kazuki clan back. Momo falls. Plop. Tired. Here comes Luffy falling. Stomp, trump, trump. I'm very concerned because I feel like Oda would have given us this. The Battle of Blank. I'm very concerned. I'm very...
Yeah, I mean... I don't know. To me, I still feel like there might be more to this fight, but I will say this much. If this is the end of the fight, I am satisfied.
Oh yeah, and I will gladly make those 3 thumbnails for you. I could care less. This is...
Yeah.
I'm still confused about this last page, this final page. So, what's happening in the top right panel?
The top right panel is it's final. Onishima's finally falling, and then it crashes. With
Yeah,
Momo,
it finally
with Molly
crashes, but I think it's like because let's see. I think from how it lands, it's supposed to land like kind of slowly, so it doesn't crash down.
So it crashed, but like mildly, a mild crash. But like where Kaido, like this, what's happening with Kaido in the top right panel?
Top right panel.
Top right.
Yeah.
I think he's falling down that hole, like the exact same hole.
Oh, you're talking about page 16, not 17.
Oh yeah.
Okay, it's just like page 16. That's literally the imprint he made in the ground.
Yeah, I think. I mean, I'm not sure about it, but I think that actually might be the same hole that Big Mom fell down a couple of chapters ago.
There wouldn't have been an imprint. It would have just been a hole.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. Yeah, so I guess they fell down different holes.
Yeah, this is its own dragon spiral imprint in the ground.
Oh, damn.
Alright, I'm very hesitant to say that Luffy won just because there's no... the Battle of Blank. Because that's been the motif this entire time. Even though he did do that for Sanji and Zoro in the next chapters.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
never mind. So never mind.
Yeah.
It could... okay. Could very well...
Yeah. Very well might be. So, I'll just say this. It'll probably happen next chapter. It'll have to... probably at the beginning it'll be like... Luffy wins, or Joy Boy wins, or whatever, Oda decides to do.
Yeah, just because... even though, like, in this sequence it doesn't feel like it, that aspect of he's the man who shows up to beat me in the future, like that is quintessential last discussions. So, my gentlemen, my lads, unfortunately we are on break next week, but
How sad.
I know, very, very sad, but this is a big but. We got kind of flashback. I hope this isn't it. I hope this isn't it. Because there's so much that we can just learn about and just... But even in what we got here, he was a monster at 10. I'd like to know why he was on his own, as far as the Oni race. Because even at this age, if he's 68, he's 40 years older than Black Maria. No, he's 59. So he is 31 years older than Black Maria. Black Maria is definitely an Oni. And she's just running around her sexy ass. So she had to have come from her own part. So it's not like that's... can't wait to see the next arc. Wait, thanks for jumping in. Can't wait to see the next arc. I'm too anxious. Let us know what you're anxious on, because again, I feel like this may not be the end of the fight. It could be wrong. That's why I'm anxious. But let us know why you're anxious. But yeah, overall, just I hope we get more. It is. Let's talk.
Especially from flashback.
Sorry, it's time for a sip and discuss. A toast to kicking butt. Now we got the review. All of us are drinking juice. I didn't make coffee. It's one of those things.
No, I'm drinking.
It doesn't matter.
But the fight is one thing, but let's truly... we did some mathematics early on just how, like, jumping through hoops and how crazy this is. But again, Kaido was 10 when he started running house. He was 13 when his country sold him out. In between 13 and 15, he was getting loose, getting free, getting loose, getting free, getting loose, getting free. Finally ends up on Full-Lead Island, or what is it called in Japanese again? Habinetsu Island or something like that.
I think something like that, but like the official translation just calls it Pirate Island.
Yeah, Full-Lead Pirate Island. That is where he met Whitebeard. So Whitebeard is the one who technically really recruited him. It sounds like Big Mom may have just been there to just get along and engage, but yeah. What else from this initial? He was a giant. The fact that he was taller than those full-grown men at 13 is just nuts.
Oh yeah, dude.
Or maybe Big Mom was just looking for someone to have fun with on the crew.
She was, because at that time she was popping out babies. Remember, she was popping out babies at 18. Sparrow was born when she was 18.
I always forget about that.
And he looks just like Struzan, which is even creepier. Kaido gets his first bounty in between that time, 70 million.
Yeah. Good
starting point. Pirate Island, who's this guy? He's only 15. Hey, you little snot. Rox wanted to meet you. What do you say? I hope that they clash in the anime when they do this. I hope we get like a little 15-year-old Kaido. I'm not gonna look up Whitebeard's age when he died, just because he was I want to say he was like 72, 73. And if he died when Kaido was 57.
Yeah, he should be around that age, say in his 70s. From the age mentality in One Piece, that's when you start like degrading.
Yeah.
In your 70s.
Apparently. So Big Mom is literally. So he was 72 when he died, and this is what is 72 minus? Is it 48 years? 44.
44.
Okay, so
Wait, no, wait, when did he? No, wait, it would be 42. Never mind.
So 44. So 72 minus 42 is 32. So Whitebeard. Oh my God! In this image of Whitebeard, I'm older right now than he is. That's freaky. That's really freaky. I have not accomplished anywhere near as much as this man has at 32. I'm 34. Oh my goodness.
I don't think any of us in a lifetime will accomplish ever as much as Whitebeard.
Thank you for making me feel better, but I still feel old. I still look at this and I'm like, oh, he's 32. Wait a second. Oh, this is a fun time. Thank you all for joining us for this one, because this is just a fun jaunt. Finally get even a taste of it. I don't think this is the last of the flashback, just because Rox, Big Mom giving him the fruit. I want to kind of see. Let's see here. Jumping a little bit ahead, they're going to God Valley, and then you have the incidents at God Valley, and it's 10 years after that. So the incidents at God Valley happened 6 years later. Sounds like Rox and them may have been had already been in God Valley. The Celestial Dragons may have wanted to take it over, and that's how the fight happened. But it seems like they were already there for years. Because at this, Kaido's 15, 6 years, 21, God Valley. They disappear. And now we jump ahead 10 years after that, after God Valley, where Kaido is 31, has king, doesn't look like he has queen, which is also a very big thing. Queen, that is... I don't.
Wait.
That does not seem to be Queen.
Okay.
I don't think I see Queen.
I think at this time Queen should be
He's probably with Judge.
Judge and Vegapunk.
He should, because again, this is 30.
Almost 40 years ago.
This is well, if God That Valley was 38 years ago, this is 8 years ago. Right here, when he says you're damn right about that, and the lady comes running up, kyo. How long was Odin traveling with Roger? 5 years of his life. Odin set out to become a pirate, serving as a 2nd Division commander. So he was actually... So it was 10 years. So he was traveling for 5 years. And then he was dancing for another 5 years. Yeah, that makes up because he... Yeah, okay. So in that 10 years is when... So this is probably the 2 years before Odin leaves. And then Odin leaves, and in those next 2 to 3 years is when they come in to come into Wano. Meaning that these are the 2 years... These are the 2 years where the lady and Orochi were talking, and Orochi was getting the money together. These are the 2 years. And then Odin leaves, and Orochi has the money already. So she already has been talking to Orochi before this point.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was some gymnastics right there. That was some straight up gymnastics. Any thoughts on the timeline of Orochi? I know Tekking's gonna have it down to like year, so I want to compare and see if I'm even close.
Yeah,
But
I can guarantee you that.
it does feel like this was this moment, 10 years, ladies coming to talk to him about the idea, and in these 2 years is when Orochi is stealing money from Odin. Odin takes off. Orochi already has the money. He's right there at the shogunship. In those 2 years, because it kind of aligns to Orochi's timeline too. So that's interesting. And then that sets up for Kaido to come in those few years. Let's see here. When Kaido had the fight, he said he didn't want to mess up his mansion. It was new at the time. Which means, that's its own thing that I'll get into. It's my own little deep dive. But this is any thoughts on the flashback as we continue through and come back to current times and discuss the overall fight?
Okay, I will say this much about, I guess, more of a flashback. I do think we will be getting more Kaido flashback. I don't know. I don't think we'll be going to full territory of, oh yeah, just like Odin's flashback, where we'll have like a couple chapters dedicated to just the flashback. I think it'll continue where we'll take like, I don't know, maybe like a good half of a chapter focusing on the flashback, but I don't think we'll get like full-on flashbacks.
And that, again, that's interesting because this is the most we gotten since he remembered when Big Mom was beaten, and he's just like, and he remembered how he met her. And again, we were just presuming that she was the first person he met at 15. It wasn't. It was, he meets Whitebeard, Whitebeard brings him, and she's like, oh, who are you? You want to give me a baby?
Please be careful on what you say.
Hey, keep in mind, at this point, she's already had, if she's been going
already.
No, not even, because she's had the triplets already. Katakuri's a triplet. Katakuri, Daifugu, and Oven are triplets.
Oh yeah.
So she's had litters by now.
Oh my god.
Brûlé is a twin. Like they're
Really?
Mm-hmm. Brûlé's a twin. So she has at least 10 kids. At least. At this.
Damn.
At least. Because it went Perospero, Compost, a horrible name, And then the triplets, Katakuri, Oven, and Daifugo. And then those are her first 5. So it's a lot of crazy things. And to Aiwei, I hate these flashbacks. My heart melts every time. Thankfully, when you say I hate them, I know you mean it in a loving manner. So thank you, Aiwei. Be sure to like if it really helps out the stream as well. Any thoughts on the fight? The fight is just pretty straightforward. Orochi's dead. I think we're all in agreement. Can we finally?
Yeah, Orochi's dead. We can all clap for that.
We can clap for that. The fight. It does seem like the culmination of the story of Hiyori and Orochi. What is the name of this chapter?
Yeah,
the world that should be.
The world that should be.
Yeah.
We went from 20 years to the world that should be. Interesting chapter titles.
Yeah.
And that makes sense because what are you going to turn the world into? And it's a world where my friends can eat as much food. And that's the world where it should be. Okay. Again, not sure how the hell they have not noticed anything.
Yeah, dude, seriously, I don't know what the hell. It's like literally Onigashima is, well, not right by the Flower Capital. It's a little ways off, but even so, how do they not notice shit? Are they really that drunk?
I just realized they're gonna.
Even when.
Go ahead.
Okay, let me go. Even when Big Mom fell, like there should be some sort of impact, like some sort of vibration.
Unfortunately, not with Big Mom, because it was silenced. Big Mom's was actually silenced. Big Mom's was actually silenced.
Big Mom was silenced.
That's the.
But
So that one.
They should have heard something.
Yeah, I agree with you. Like every other one, but that one specifically, I'm getting goosebumps because I remember him doing the Corazon. Boop. Jeez.
Dude, man,
I'm just scared that due to all these powers, like Oda is, like at the end, Oda is just gonna kill off Law.
It depends. If Luffy's dying, he has to. This automatically makes the Eternal Youth Surgery mandatory if Luffy's heart's going out. But that's neither here nor there because someone mentioned that I can't believe that they're going to be this drunk. I mean, thank you, James, for stopping by and jumping in the series, but we like One Piece, and if you disagree, that's for you. But you engaging helps us with the stream, so thank you for stopping by.
I think what he meant is like how can they be this drunk? Like not that he doesn't believe they're this drunk, but how can they be this drunk that they can't even notice it?
I have no idea, but in this regards, I did want to touch on their drunkenness is really going to run into a wall because he's going to turn. And when Momo turns, guess what? He is going to look exactly like his dad. And those drunks, to your point, are going to literally poop themselves. We haven't. I just realized that Momo's exhausted. He's about to just turn. And we're about to see a baby Odin that I'm not ready for emotionally. I'm not. It'll be very interesting. Or Shinobu could have just been talking out of her ass, which she's done before. And Kinemon literally does. Do you
another comment?
Yep. Did you want to read that one? Go ahead.
I guess I will. Do you think Toki managed to survive the fire? Because Kyle seemed worried with the possibility of fighting survivors.
There's always the opportunity, but the anime made it very specific that she died there.
I don't know, with me, at least just with just the manga and everything, we really didn't get to see, well, like a body or anything, and I don't know, just my manga senses are going off. It's like, you don't see a body, maybe?
There's always the maybe, however, like I said, the anime at least showed a lot of blood. So if she does transfer to the future, she's still going to be bleeding out.
Yeah,
and who knows? Law saves her then. Maybe Law saves her at that point.
Look, I still think, even if she pops up again, she will be basically at death's door to only, I don't know, say, like, just one important thing or something like that. I think in the end she'll die, but...
Which would be horrible, because literally Momo would have to watch her die multiple times.
Oh my god.
That would be absolutely horrific. I mean,
god,
narratively, like, we kind of want to just learn more about Lady Toki. But, like, thematically, like, here's Hiyori, who just got done murdering Orochi. Here's Momonosuke, who saw everything happen. Here's Mom magically popping up again, bleeding out, only to say, I was right. Or only to say, called it, and then die. Like...
Okay, I mean, it's not that, but...
Yeah, it's... and the fact that... and most sad of all, we have to wait. All of this on our hearts and heads, and we have to wait.
We have to still wait to see, you know, well, I mean, even if this is the end of the fight, this is not the end of Wano. I still think there are plenty of stuff we have to deal with, you know, especially with the freaking world government ships just outside Wano.
I'm hoping that they're all just destroyed. I'm pretty sure they're getting just ransacked by Zoe right now.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Last time we saw Zoe was kind of just standing still.
Sure. But to your point, since even saying that there's a lot left, remember, I have to find where I wrote down our predictions, but a lot of people were, a few of you guys were saying that Wano is going to end around this time, and I'm like, we're not going to see end of Wano until like October, November. Like, it's going to be late in the year.
Yeah,
we're going to get one more chapter for May, and then we're in June.
Dude, yeah. I mean, I'll say this much. I don't remember all you guys' predictions, but I do remember mine. Because I just wanted to, you know, throw out a wild answer of like, I guess next year Wano will end, which, maybe not.
It's that again. That's the funny part because we don't know.
Middle of this year, which should be. Mine was around, I think, June, July, middle of this year.
Yeah, that's next month.
Yeah.
That's the crazy part.
Yeah,
do you think Wano's ending in the next month?
Hell no.
It's not even close.
That's why I'm just like, I could see 2023. Like, I could see us leaving the island in 2023.
I mean, for me right now, what I think is realistic is it's either ending towards the end of this year or the beginning of next year. I could easily see it.
If we stream next week for a roundtable or anything, just because I have stuff going on too, we'll talk more about it. But you guys are right. She fought enough. Rest well, Toki-sama. We have the book, and I'm hoping that she told Odin stuff to put in the book. That way, we can still get stuff from the time skip. Void Century.
Yeah.
That way, we can still get Void. Backflash. Yeah, get that backflash. He's not here, so we can say backflash.
I'm already missing Wano. We're not away from Wano for a long time.
Nah, he means like we're on break.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. I guess so. I mean, you know, it's not like we've been in Wano for over 2 or 3 years. I keep forgetting it's been 4 years.
We started in 18.
Yeah, dude, we've been in freaking Wano for 4 years. Yeah, I always keep forgetting that.
What'd you say, Sigrun?
So do you guys think, like, maybe there are places that Oda dragged for Wano where he could have passed through that he dragged on it?
We have this. Let me put it this way. I've only been in the community for like 3 or 4 years, but I've had this feeling since Arabasta. It's like this with every current arc. There is this oh, he's going too fast, oh, he's going too slow. Like, I've been dealing with this since 2006. To the point where you just kind of get used to it. Yes, there are things that we could have drug out, and there are things that could have been shortened, but to be completely honest, the fights are what we wanted to be extended. And when we look back in retrospect, the lore in the stuff that he expounded upon is what truly means the most. I remember vividly when I first got to the community, and everyone was just like, Whole Cake Island was so horrible, so horrible. I'm like, I got to like run through it manga-wise. It was great. But the fact that it was dragging on, same thing happened. So honestly, it does feel like in the current arcs there is this. It's dragging. Oda could have done this, this, and this. But in retrospect, there are so many parts about Whole Cake, the seducing woods, which week to week, shit. Like, let's be honest. But at the same time, in a good run through, it's like, okay, it's not as. Ugh. And that's just been One Piece. It's been One Piece since I was literally y'all's age, which is weird to say out loud. But yeah, it's...
Yeah, but... Yeah, I guess I would agree with that thing. I still think, even One Piece, even... I don't know, I have been reading since, like, the end of, like, Dressrosa, and especially rereading through Dressrosa, it's a lot better of an arc, and I think... it's designed way better when like an arc is completed and you read through it, because you know, I know everyone hated Dressrosa when it was first going on, but after reading it, it's actually probably definitely my top 3 favorite arcs.
And Wano's gonna be just like that.
I'm sure, because like even though I've been loving Wano, some people haven't. I think once Wano is completed and I read through everything, I think it's possibly might even beat that contender.
And the best, Grand Line Sama did this really cool thing where he gauged when people got into One Piece over, and this is over. He's about to hit like 1 million subscribers. Over 50% have joined One Piece since 2017. Meaning that the majority of our community is just now getting to Wano, and it's the first arc where they're having to go week to week. Whenever you're going week to week, it is going to drag out. It's going to feel longer. It's just going to suck. But again, I've been used to this. I thought Arabasta was like, oh my god, it's just so long. It's so drag out. It is nothing compared to some of these things.
Yeah, you know,
especially if you binge the whole anime.
And that's what's happening is 50% of our community is just like, this is dragging, this is this and this that, but it's only because they're finally in their week to week grind, and it fucking sucks. Like, let's be honest, it's not the best. I love One Piece because of it.
It's not fun,
but it's not fun.
One Piece week to week, it's just not designed for a good experience week to week.
And One Piece is best in a binge. I fully believe that. Go ahead, Serene.
But there you guys, when you get used to the week to week, you get bored of binging most of the time.
So I'm binging the anime, and that's fun. The manga, I probably won't binge. I'll always be week to week. But even going back and letting the anime get to like 10 episodes and spending a night just watching 10... Oh, it was so much fun. It was just so great.
Fun. Depending on where you are.
Fair.
Oh my god, I couldn't... Because I remember once trying to rewatch Dressrosa. Holy fuck. I actually cannot.
It's long.
So bad. I mean, Dressrosa literally made me drop the anime.
And that's very fair. But that's, again... that's some of the issues with long series.
And the thing is, the problem, especially with the anime, is it's very inconsistent, because it could go from being really good to really bad.
I think that's very fair. That's very fair.
And if I had to, personally, in my opinion, if I would recommend someone to either watch or read One Piece, I'd probably say read One Piece and probably, I don't know, find select episodes to watch through.
That's fair. And that's also part of the great parts of One Piece, because you can also remember like episodes where it's like the fight or this lore drop or, you know, this party. So overall, great series, amazing stuff. Not sure how we spiraled out into this. Oh yeah, the Wano pacing and the actual age of the community and how long people have been within the community. Because let's be honest, if over 50% of us are week to week, are just now getting into it over the last 5 years. That's a lot of people who are griping. Let's be honest. Line review about one thing at a time. Let's see here. I am community right now. As it stands, he has 1,000. He has 100,000. This is insane. 174,000 people have voted in this. 55%. This is almost 90,000 people. 90,000 people in this have been in One Piece for the last 5 years. That is
oh god, yeah, dude.
And that's just from 170,000 votes. Imagine One Piece has over how many millions of fans?
Yeah,
fans all over the world.
So just think, it's one of these amazing things where the narrative now is definitely being driven by, I would say, a lot of these people who started One Piece, got to Wano, and are still in Wano when they first started in 1718. I could see that being, oh, Oda should have done this, he should have dragged out. But I guarantee you, that same demographic in the next 5 years are going to be saying whatever we're currently in is fine, and that everything behind were masterpieces and all that and all. It's like these shifts of generations within the community.
Yeah, dude, man.
And I think if Drew was here, it would be the best example. For me, Dressrosa didn't drag on. For him, for me, it was Arabasta. For him, Dressrosa dragged on. And for someone who just started, it probably didn't. And Whole Cake Island drug on. So it's this very nuanced aspect of how we see things when we come in, and can binge until we catch up. When we catch up, it's like, damn it. So
I think it's all based on personal preference. Some will see it as dragging on, some will just see it as more details, and some will just be like, just screw it. Let's just enjoy the party and go.
And that's where I'm with Eiichiro at. He says, they say hopefully we'll get a new happy arc. Please, Oda, we experienced so much suffering this one. I'll admit that in 2005, wow, this is sounding really bad. 2007, I despised Foxy and that little mini arc. However, in retrospect, it is not, I'm not saying it's one of the most important arcs, but as far as what the community truly wants and just the Straw Hats engaging and having fun and getting along and just shooting the shit, that is what we truly miss. Because that literally was just an arc of them just having fun and dicking around. There were no high stakes. Yes, it was Foxy, but it was Foxy and Wapol are like even like this. We're not saving a country. We saved a horse from getting captured. But at the same time, I would argue that little bit of engagement when everyone, that was one of the last times everyone was together the whole time, working together.
Yeah, that is true.
So it's one of the I would love to have just, there's something missing on the ship and we have to figure it out, and it's a few chapters of that. Those happy arcs are what I truly feel like we need before going into this the twilight years of One Piece. Just one last, let's giggle, let's have fun, let's go on a stupid adventure. Luffy's gonna get tricked because he's a freaking god now, and nothing can really set the stakes in that regards. Maybe we need to get food, or someone ate all the food and Luffy's hungry again. Things like that. I don't know if I want a Davy back fight again. I would like to see it in the lore of the story, like if that's how Rox was able to get everyone is because he's good at Davy back fights. I would love that. But as far as us playing one again,
I don't know. But for me having a
from here, I just went up. Yeah, go ahead.
I was going to say that for having a new fun arc or I guess breather arc, I don't know. I feel like at this point, I mean, it would be good because pretty much non-stop since whenever the heck freaking what was it?
Honestly, it's been non-stop.
Punk Hazard, yeah. Ever since Punk Hazard, we've been kind of on a straight road, heading towards something we haven't really gotten.
Ever since Annie's Lobby.
Oh yeah, Annie's Lobby. Yeah, actually, when you think about it, because we kind of been on a straight road, no breathers. I mean, maybe a little bit with Fishman Island, but not really. So I don't think we will get another, breather arc. I mean, I would love it, but I just don't think we're getting it.
As a fan of the genre, I would like it just because then you could get Jinbei being just a goofy dad and not understanding what the hell is going on, and everyone's running circles around him. Yamato, please, or Carrot, please, just being like just those.
I mean,
yeah,
Carrot and Yamato. Maybe.
Yeah, just that interaction before we go into the final piece of the One Piece. Huh, I like that.
The final piece of the One Piece.
I'll stream for another 5 minutes or so. This was definitely spun into a really good combo. Thank you, Eiichiro. Even though James, if you didn't like One Piece, thank you for stopping by. Anyone else who's in the chat and wants to leave any thoughts or ideas, that's 5 minutes. Let us know. What are y'all thinking as far as next chapter? Because I'm hoping for a little bit more flashback. I don't think Kaido's down. Oda said multiple times he doesn't think that one punch is going to take out Kaido. So I'm very interested.
I think I just. Oh, you go first, Green.
I don't want Kaido to be taken down by a single punch. Like, it's just too easy. It's too easy for him to be taken down by just one punch, even though it's like literally from a god. But it just seems like it's going to seem like too repetitive because the Flamingo got taken down like that. Who else? I think remind me of this gas guy.
Oh, Caesar.
Today I'm blanking on all these names.
Caesar
was taken down with a single punch. I think Cropper and Lucci, it wasn't a single punch, but it was something similar to that. It was just a gas-spling gun. So if he had turned it into a single giant punch, it would be the same effect. So it would seem like kind of repetitive for Kaido to go down, and a whole Kaido to go down
that's fair.
With a single punch.
Okay, I'll say this. I get what you're saying, and even though a part of me does kind of feel like this might not be the end, at the same time, it just feels like, the end of the fight, and I think more likely this is the end of the fight. The next chapter will start up with, Joy Boy wins, Kaido defeated. Possibly, and maybe we'll get more Kaido flashback. Heck, maybe even next chapter will be the end of that 3.
Who knows? I was expecting it to be. Yeah. Again, I've been speculating for the better part of 17 years with One Piece, and I've just run out of ideas at this point. Any final, as far as me for next week? Thank you, Eiichiro. Thank you. Sounds like you'll be taking off. For me, as far as my final thoughts, chapters, hopefully more as far as just overall lore dumps. I am hoping that at the very end of the chapter, we'll see Kaido's eye open and Momo turning into his father's image. I probably will cry. As someone who really latched on to Oden from the very moment we saw him, and still remembering hearing about him, and just he completely throwing out my entire understanding of who he was going to be, very, very like attached to the Chad. If Momo looks just a little bit like, there's going to be some emotions. And I said that when we first did this a year ago. When he first,
yeah,
did he transform a year ago?
Yeah.
The Double Dragons?
No.
I don't.
It's less than a year.
Oh, less than a year.
I think.
But
Yeah, it's less than a year.
Oh man.
Because it was after the battle with Big Mom and Kaido on the rooftop. It was after Yamato and Luffy's and Kaido's battle, I think. Yeah. It was after Yamato and Kaido's battle, so it's less than a year.
So much. But at the end, it is One Piece. It is amazing story for us all. Thank you to Cool Kid and Segrain. Their information is going to be in the links down below. Since we are off, we might stream, we might not. I have a wedding next weekend, just so it might work that we just skip, and then we'll come back the week after for some craziness. So I'm the DarkBriton. Thank you all for just stopping in for this One Piece manga chapter 1049. I'll catch you all next time. Stay reckless, Warlords. Peace.
yeah.